Hi, this is Mia Get Real. This is Sunday, the day after my birthday, and I don't remember if I discussed my birthday when I wrote the description yesterday about lonely day. Did I cry? Whatever. I wanted to cry so bad. Like, I had this housing meeting, and I had this take my kid to work, go to a housing meeting, come home. Like, I didn't have any clothes. I had to wear these jean shorts, and I wore them yesterday and today until I finally took a shower. Like, I did a little bit of laundry. I should have piles and piles of laundry. I don't know where anything is. I've been selling my personal items so that I could have sold everything. I'm certainly not going to go shopping because I have some clothes I'm missing that are probably not poppers on chair. I'm going to look up this housing thing. And they said we might have to move. And it could be 7 years. So, some people were asking me personal questions about me. Some people might ask about them. They disappeared off the website. Some people, when they asked me stuff, or I said, kids, this and that, they, deleted me. Excuse me. And I'm like, whatever. You know what sounds good right now? Lemonade. I don't think I have anything to drink in here. My water's in the car. I'm so thirsty. So it was my birthday. I've been doing OkCupid, and a whole bunch of people were wanting to hang out, or get together, or meet up. And this is the one weekend that I had 3 days off. And it was my birthday. I didn't tell people it was my birthday. And I was trying to, keep connected through these messages and try to see where it will go as far as exchanging numbers, making a place to meet. When I'm home, I'm like, dude, I'll meet. I'll be at work. I could be like, dude, I'll meet you somewhere. I have a half an hour lunch break. I would be that's kind of desperate, so people would probably flee. But the point is, there's times I can't do that, so I know there's times I could do that I would be willing to make plans, because I don't want to be flaky and say that I work all the time. Cause I do work all the time, but if I'm willing to go on the online dating and actually meet people, then I'm gonna make time in my schedule to meet people. And these dudes are totally flaking out left and right. So I'm like, I have a couple of people that I may or may not meet. There's one person I text I thought last week, and it never went through. And I was like, oh, I just sent it this morning. I was like, whatever, deal with it, fella. And this guy keeps talking about his friends hanging out, and he's like, yes and no, yes. And I'm like, what is this? What's up with this guy? So, I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna say thank you. Thank you. I did. Thank you. I did sleep. Okay. Okay, last night. That's one word, last night. This guy has a horrible picture. One picture is by the, let's say blue box, the red box. And the other one is nice scenic background, but it's you cannot see this person for anything. But, you wanna go somewhere and be I'm gonna meet this person, and you're gonna be who the heck is that? Who am I looking for? Everybody looks the same. Dude, I don't know. Alright, let's see what happens. So some guy was trying to learn more about me, and then they deleted me yesterday after I asked them if they're in the military because of their job that they described. And I was like, dude, what? And let me scroll down and see who's left. This older guy. This guy was supposed to meet. He bailed. Flaked out. This guy I got in a fight with, I'm like, what is your problem? If he was Russian, if I find out he's Russian, I consider meeting up with him or chatting. If not, forget it. This tall guy bailed on me. This young guy that looks a lot older bailed on me. This guy bailed on me. This guy, I don't know what happened. Got tired of the conversation. So I didn't know. Someone on one of the comments on YouTube video was talking about, oh, these are seedless grapes. Oh, they're not. I don't care. This guy was like, the MGPLW. I'm like, okay, I don't know what that means. So I look it up finally. And men got their own way. And I was like, oh, I've done that with men before. Like, some of the reason I'm single is because I'd been screwed over so much. When I still like people, and those people screwed me over worse than the people that I got screwed over by. Some of these people were in the church and stuff. I just got like more like treated so badly, like treated less than human. Like, I don't know how to start. It wasn't like they knew that I liked them or whatever, but what I might have liked was that familiarity with abusive people. So I could have just been with the wrong person. There's a lot of people that don't want to have kids. This person has like one hairy picture. Like, I don't know. It's like too much hair, too little hair. So here's a guy who describes himself. 29-year-old male. Heteroflexible, pansexual, and sapiosexual. Sometimes does drugs. Looking for single women. 18 to 44 for short-term dating, hookup, and new friends. If I was sent to jail, I'd be arrested for my skin color. I really understand that. And that's a daggone shame. This guy has a picture of him surfing. I don't see any words yet. I feel like he's there for non-monogamy and a hookup. I'm wrong. Okay, he has nothing on his self summary. Okay, straight man, single, looking for short and long-term, dating and new friends. 32 to 61. Sorry, I know it's like, this is so good. I'm like, shouldn't eat while I'm talking, sorry, and I'm like chewing on a seed. I was so wrong. But that picture, and the lack of any words, not even one word in a summary, reflects that I already didn't say anything because I'm not here for a relationship. This guy, I'm so old, and I'm like, this guy is only 5 years older than me, and he looks so old. So rude. So all the pictures are outside, hiking. Cannot see likes, send me a message. So seeing this person, geeky pictures. Looking for women, 37 to 47 for short or long-term dating. And then extra, I'm looking for ones without seeds. So these ones all have seeds. I had to eat them, so they're like musty. Every single picture is outside. Let's see if I can do this. I'm like super hungry. I'm like, oh my god, it's like my birthday weekend. I'm starving and I don't have money for food. I just got this trackpad wet. So I'm not. This guy is amazingly geeky looking. He looks like a fun person that I'd be friends with, though. There's chocolate seeds in there. Let's say, like, so I just got done washing my hair, and I thought to myself, dude, I am shutting off this freaking account. Like, I can't even, like, on a weekend that I actually have the weekend off for 3 days, I can't even find anyone to hang out with to meet for tea. Like, I'm so lame. Did I ask anyone? No. Okay, so it could be my fault. So I let the water. So I loads the water, but he's got seasickness. What? I don't understand that. I used to be on the water all the time, and then like also just take roller coasters and swings, and now I can't do swings and roller coasters. I'm like, I don't know if I can deal with water, but I feel like I could. Unicorn hunt. This guy's on a unicorn hunt for love. Okay, so I didn't automatically dismiss this person. Age 40, lives on the other side of the big river. Let's say like, so I heard that they sent an email saying someone sent me a message this morning. No beanie pictures. Puppy pictures. Oh, puppy. This guy has like super huge ear gauges. Kissing his dog. His very first picture, he's kissing his dog. This guy looks like he's on drugs. It just says, smoke sometimes, drink socially. 2 sentences. Portland, weekend, dog. Looking for a hookup. So, that one I predicted. But that's their choice. This person is in the tree like a monkey. I don't like their first picture. It's making me want to vomit. That's so rude because that's not the type of person I am. Is he literally, is he covered, I was like, is he that hairy everywhere? Or is he like actually covered with mud? Just like, this guy is, I said so about Russian. This guy apparently doesn't speak English. He just only speaks Russian. That's true. The first picture I thought was like an excessive amount of green hair. He's a witch. Fashion. I don't think he's Russian. He looks American. I don't know what it is. There's something creepy about this person. They'll come back around on there's not that many people left. There's a dude dancing with a woman with silky smooth hair. The woman. Can't compete with that. Look at the mop on my head. I have to say dislike. Another dancing picture. Who is this chick you're dancing with? Like, I don't understand. That's not. I don't know. Alright, say no. This person looks really ticked off, but they're like really Okay, there's a picture of, I saw this one before. It's a picture of 2 dudes and some more dudes in the background, and I'm like, one picture, they're looking for a hookup. They're age 53. It doesn't say, okay, it does say hookup. I'm like, I don't even know which guy you are. So, like, what's the point? Like, there's not even an arrow, or me saying, or him saying, second. This guy says sugar, so he must be a sugar daddy. It says he's single, there's no pictures of the sugar, so I'm gonna assume that he's not single. Liar. This guy has a picture of him in bed, with no shirt on, he's looking for a hookup. Christian guy looking for a hookup. Yeah. was right about that one. To show themselves. There's too many pictures of too many people, too many women. I have no clue. Oh my God. Sometimes you look at why they'd be arrested and you're like, are you kidding me? Like, some of it was like murder or like beating people. I was like kind of paranoid about those ones. Okay. This guy. I have nothing against beards. He's looking for a hook. I was like, I don't know this guy. He's looking for a hookup. Only a hookup. I'm looking for a relationship. I don't have anything against beards, but some are very scary in the pictures. I don't know why. Maybe I was hurt by a bearded man. Like, it like literally scares me. Like, you know, some beings get abused by someone, or something happens, and like, well, like guys with black caps or something. The guy's fine, he's not wearing a black cap, but this guy is definitely looking for a hookup. Again, he has one picture, and it's horrible. My pictures aren't good. I was actually fatter in my picture. My first two pictures I am now. Alright, we're gonna go through 5 more, starting with this one. Okay? It's gonna be cycling through. Hook up. No. One. And you don't know if these guys are like, oh, I'm willing to do a hookup, but I'm actually looking for long term, but I'm gonna say that just in case. I don't know. You don't want to read into that too much. People will assume that I'm not available because of my schedule. This guy I have to think about. There's a lot of pictures with him drinking champagne though. I have to think about it. Separated for a year. No baggage. Separated is different than being divorced. That's kind of creepy out. Let's say no. He'll come back around. This guy's got one picture, you can't see his face, and he's in a vehicle. He's got to be looking for, in one sentence, I got to be looking for non-monogamy and hookup. That's 3. This guy, he has super close-ups. It's got to be hookup. Likes this kind of music that I like. Four. And this guy, I don't know. Let's see now. I'll come back around. So I'm gonna refresh the page. This guy's wearing like coveralls. It's gonna come back. I just refreshed the page. Help! Oh, my computer's frozen. Help! Oh, get out of here. My gosh, I want some more red grapes and I want to spit. Here's one. I'm like super thirsty, so I'm gonna eat all of these grapes. Look for a hookup this time. Hookup, non-monogamy, hookup, non-monogamy, hookup, non-monogamy. Hookup. I didn't stop at 5, I refreshed myself. I stopped. I don't know what in his ear. This guy's got the look of, like, kind of abusive. I don't know, it's like when you see something you don't like, I'm gonna say no. Like, I don't know, like, they got that look, like, crazy eye. hookups and non-monogamies. I'm gonna log off. And I'm gonna go to this other website. Here, 3 emails. Alright, so we're gonna go to the Southwest Corridor. Map. Let's look at the map. Let's see if my home is gonna get torn down or not. Proposed max line. So there's. Well, let's do the one that says the oh, it says the 13th. It doesn't say the month. Let's just go to this one and see if I can find a map. Alright, so route choices, route type. It's like a slideshow. I couldn't fixate enough on it. Okay, so let me just scroll. If you're, it's like, well, there's I5. Barber, capital I5, Taylor's Fabian, we're about to, it was down Barber. Alright, so this is, won't be fully designed for several years. Informational impacts to properties preliminary. For parts like you like more information. Yeah, I think about this picture that this guy. It was not in the U.S. There was a house in the middle of the street, like a freeway. You know, like click on this ridiculous things that say, see this picture of these houses or whatever, and there's like lanes of freeway traffic going in both directions, and this guy was like, his house is like right there in the middle of it, and I was like, it's gotta be fake. I'm like, if you plan to build train tracks from downtown out to the suburbs, there's a lot of houses right on that way. So if you have to go door to door, and everyone's gonna sell their house. Did I do that on the Brady Bunch maybe? No. No. Everyone's gonna sell their house except for one person. Right, he's gonna go around that guy's house, or like harass him and give him death threats, or like end up signing over $2 million. Like, there's like abandon the project and say, oh, you guys all sold your house, now we own your house, we're just gonna resell them, and that was the house you wanted to retire in, that you fixed up and built fireplace and goat and chicken farm in the backyard, whatever, you know. But we live in low income housing, and she wants to make money. She would sell 21 houses. Instead of one house, she would sell 21 freaking little houses, and we get millions of dollars, which would set her for the rest of her life and not have to worry about maintaining this property. This is from August. This is a preferred route. That was really bad. Yeah, I'm like, I should just get a knife and cut open all this. Let's see if I can click on the map. Alright, so okay, that's downtown. And this tells me nothing. The roads aren't labeled. So this is the college. Alright, I can't even see the name of this main road. This map does me no freaking good. Like, I can't. They have alignment alternatives. Alternate 1, A1, B2, C2, blah, blah, blah. Since I can't see the name of the main road, this does me no good whatsoever. I think we live here at this, they call it a triangle. Yeah, it's not labeled, so there's no way I can tell if that's impacting. It has a line that says I-5. But yeah, they don't label the streets. I don't know. That does me no good. Like they label a couple of streets that are not on the path. So the streets that are on the path, it's like I can't tell if that's the major. So I guess this one is the major road here. This is 68th Avenue. But what about the ones 4 to 6 blocks prior to that? And then if this is 99, 99 is parallel to I-5. It looks like it goes right through our house. Like, it looks like it goes right through our house, but until they show you, like, you can't stretch. Like, you can stretch it all day. It's just blurry, but they're not labeled. It's not like an interactive map. And this doesn't mean no good. So backspace. Here's what they sold. There's a bunch of acronyms I can't read. There's a bunch of dates. Opening 2027. This is only 2018. That's 9 years opening. Construction 2023 to 2027. So, God help me if I'm still here in 2027. This place is overpriced. And those are just the questions, frequently asked questions. Let's go back to, here's an options map. Let's see if I can get one that actually has, like, a labeled map that I can stretch. Click to learn about the route choices. Each route is in a different color. Oh, God, this one is, like, even worse. Let's see if I can stretch this one. Woo! Alright. It doesn't do me any good. Alright, so on this one, our house is not impacted. It's on the other side of the... Actually, yeah, it's on the other side of I-5. Because I can see our exact house. Wait. Oh, yeah, there it is. I was like, wait. Yeah, this one, it's like, I could see our exact complex and how it's set up. And it's on the other side of the main road out here from our house. Both of the options, unless they changed it. So I can stretch it even more. Let's see if I can stretch it. Yeah, this isn't even impacting us. Yeah. The playground across the street from my bedroom. That's like everything. I feel like some of the houses are missing. Like, this looks weird like that. Maybe it's just because they're sideways. Like, I don't know. You see it different. It's like burial ground. No, this one is like literally parallel to our place. Excuse me, it is not going to our place. Someone is starting a rumor, and this could be. This could really, who cares? This is definitely like 2 different routes adjacent to these 2 main roads, one highway and a smaller road. It's not even doing anything. Alright, so I'm gonna go watch my Star Wars movie. I have it at 2:43. I could have gone and done something out in real life with somebody from noon till 3, but there's no one to do anything with. And I almost deleted my account because I was like, I always deleted like the dating websites because I'm like, this sucks. These people don't really want to meet, or they're like hooking up, meeting with other people. Because Match.com was saying that it was like I could put this bracelet on like completely tight. I don't have to wait to fasten it with money. And Match.com was like, oh, black women are not going on dates. So I agreed to go out with several people over the past 3 weeks, and nothing has happened except for one phone call. And these people are like tired from working, and they're like I said, I can make an effort. Like this one lady, I was like, oh, unless it's this guy first. So I can go back through the likes and see the co-likes and start messaging people and just see like what comes out of that. I messaged several guys, and not one messaged me back. One was rude. They said they didn't like people that slept till noon. I always don't understand. People are like unemployed or they're fucking off, but there is a lot of healthcare professionals, EMTs, care providers, students that like some people their thing is to pull all-nighters, go to class in the morning, take their tests, and then go to sleep. Maybe I'm just being weird. Like I just know a lot of people that have swing shifts and night shifts and factory jobs and late night jobs. They probably should sleep till noon. Like when I work nights, I probably should, but I can't because I work days too and I have kids. The past 8 hours has been really discouraging because it's like these past 8 hours have been like you're pretty crappy, nobody likes you. Like even if I'm looking at these guys that say they're not trying to be with any woman at all because women suck, like it's like, oh my god, they didn't give me a chance, like, you know what I mean? So I'll take it as personal, even though these people don't know me. I didn't go to court and ask for alimony when I got divorced. I was fleeing for my life. Like I didn't, like I had, like these guys were talking about fake rape allegations. I'm like, I have been sexually assaulted multiple times, and those guys walked like there was, like, I'm not promoting that, but real stuff happened, and I didn't know was for you because I was young. I didn't know who to tell. I watched Law and Order last week, and I saw this girl on the show. I was going to talk about this in one of my videos. She was at I don't know if she was at prom. The guy gave her a little bit to drink out of a flask, and he was in that club of you need to have sex with a virgin before you graduate club. He didn't have any names or his name, so these guys were trying to egg him on to get this young girl, this 15-year-old, and they went to the dark room, and made out, and she told him not to touch her down there, not to do anything down there. Then the next thing, he had her against the wall and raped her, and she didn't. She said he had a hard time figuring stuff out. And but of course, his lawyers were like, "You didn't say no," but she said, "Not down there," and she couldn't get away from him. And they're instigating that if you go to that dark room, they're going to be hooking up with somebody. And she was like a virgin, and the guy claims like that he was so aroused that he didn't even enter her body, and that he had all over her dress that she threw away that the maid found, like the little rich girl, and that he didn't even have a chance because he already had got too aroused too fast or whatever. This kid was, this is fiction. This kid was like accepted to, it wasn't Yale, it was like Stanford. I mean, it was Yale. Right, accepted to college. His parents were freaking out. Like, let him walk. There's just two kids messing around. Nothing really happened. He didn't rape her. And he basically got some kind of sexual assault charge. Not like rape, but some other one. But, like, in real life, you're like, that poor guy. He just ruined his college and his career and transfer scholarships and, he basically was so desperate to try to get on that list. It's like so sad. Like, no means no for the girl. That whole episode, it makes it look like she's ruining his life, but he should have stopped. And then the hard thing is, what reminded me of that, another thing was, she came home and went straight to her room. Her parents were sitting on the couch waiting for her. She didn't say anything to anybody. Her friends texted her. She didn't say anything. They were like, "Ooh, la la, you're dating this cute guy." The guy texts her, like, "How's it going?" And she's like, "Fine, how are you?" And she did have a little bit to drink. And so I thought, 15-year-old, all dressed up, with this cute guy who's about to graduate, and you're like a sophomore or whatever. It's like, it takes me back to high school, like things that you would do. Like, she didn't try to knee him in the balls or anything, but it's fiction, right? But it's like, oh, I remember doing that, coming home and just like going straight to the shower. Like, my mom just cared, like, you're home before a curfew or whatever. It wasn't anything to do with, are you okay? Did somebody hurt you? Like, and moms probably could sense that. But if I could go back in time, I could have gotten to get a rape. I just felt so ashamed. My mom was abusive, so you feel like if you even tell somebody something, you're just going to get beaten for it, or slapped around, or called whore. It's like I was a child, this guy was 19. And my mom was the one who interviewed him to find out whether he was safe to. She did that with like 3 guys. And those were like the worst, like male, female, anybody, your friend, your teacher, like these are the type of guys you would not want anybody to date. Like, it's like, no, honey, no, don't even look at these guys in the eye. Like, these are those type of guys that my mom interviewed and thought it was okay, and like criminal activity and all this weird stuff. And I was like looking at my mom, she was so strict. I'm like, oh, if she's so strict and she says yeah, then I had a false sense of safety. But coming from a mom who had been abused, it's like, that to her should have been a red flag. If you continue an abusive relationship, that should have been a red flag. But it ended up being they go on and that's comfort, that's misery and comfort zone. And I dealt with that for years after that. The same type of dudes, druggy criminals, in and out of jail, getting in fights, raping girls when they're adult males. It's like not even just having sex with underage girls, but literally like raping them, getting arrested for rape. Like some of the stuff, like, well, she didn't really interview my ex-husband, but he was like right along the side of those guys. It's like you got literally honest enough to speak up about what your criminal history is, and so that I was like, oh, if the guy tells me that he's a serial liar or a compulsive liar or a rapist and went to jail twice for it, then I guess it still has a warrant for his arrest for it. I guess it's okay because they told me they weren't trying to hide anything like that. Before, like, oh, everyone was doing background checks. So that's like, there's two fears. Since I'm doing a number 5 after my birthday, yeah, let's do 5. I'm gonna think of five things that I have problems with. I'm like, my hair, like right here is just like maybe I am that unicorn that guy was looking for. 5 things that I, as a person, 5 things that I would think that people wouldn't like me for, and 5 things that I would know that I'm not perfect about. Okay, so like, I don't have the look of what every guy seems to be looking for. I don't look like anybody's seeking, like, oh, that's my African American goddess lady or princess. I'm not that woman. I don't wear lots of makeup. I can't even wear lipstick, and I don't get my hair altered in any way. So like, the total look in general, even if I did do that stuff, whether I did or didn't, and then the fact that I don't conform to fixing myself up to be presentable by wearing a ton of makeup, lipstick, and have my hair straightened to get rid of the gray, have extensions, that seems to be a big, like, people they just wouldn't be attracted to me. Being a single mom is a real turnoff to guys. And I married the same guy, one guy, sorry. Thought I'd stay married for years, probably for life. Had 2 kids by this guy. Thought, check, I'm done. I'm ready to move on with my life and continue my education and raise my kids in a good family. And it all fell apart. So when I did get married, and he's the one who threw away my birth control pills, for selfish reasons for himself, so being not just divorced, but being a single mom, that's a real turnoff to guys. But it's a marriage that I thought I would never have to be online dating. I would never have to be sitting here saying I'm a single divorced Bob. I didn't have sex with strange guys and figure out that I'm pregnant and figure out what to do. I was in a committed relationship that I thought I was committed anyways, and it just blew up in my face. Like, it blew up in my face, and it devastated me because that was my life plan. I think that was 3. 4, my jobs in my education and all that merger, like, let's just say my jobs, people would say you're too busy to hang out, or you have too many jobs, or you're a loser because you have to work so much, and we don't. I think people would assume, these are kind of like, either they're not looking for someone under those conditions, or they're going to make assumptions. 5, the education level could be intimidating, or it could either be, oh, she's too educated for me, I'm not going to pursue this, or they could be like, yeah, right, she's just got a Cracker Jack box degree, or she's catfishing us, and why is she complaining about money and poverty and struggle and no friends if she's this successful? Like, people would just assume there's got to be something really wrong with this person. Now, if someone gets to know some of my past and the struggles with racism and disparity and poverty, it would look like my life's a mess. But people that know me in person, they're like, oh my gosh, when I met you, I would have never thought that because of the way you are and the way you carry yourself and your joy. Like, I haven't been that joyful this weekend. I also had, like, my period, and I thought I was going to die. I thought my body was going to completely split open and explode with pain. I was like, it's talking about the past. I'm like, who cares? That's the struggles I had, but that doesn't, just because somebody treats me poorly with racism, that does not define how I view my life. Does it make me feel sad at times? Yes. Does it make me get a little depressed and feel like I can't do anything at times? Yes. But if I ever stayed in that, like, it could be like a slap in the face and it stings and then you move on. If I stayed in any of that, I would be so, like, just, I would be, like, super depressed and, like, super, who's this guy? Sam. Who the heck is Sam? Let's go together. So people, I could be scaring people away, but they would have to, like, it would be better if they're asking me questions about my life. It'd be better to get out some of this crap now than to have them meet me and say, oh yeah, you're jolly, oh, you act and look younger than you are, blah blah blah, and then have somebody, I was thinking of going to a movie at 4, I don't know if I can go, than to have somebody, especially if they're white and they don't understand racism and how it affects my thoughts. Like, my kid was buying something and he had a hoodie on, he put it in his pocket. No, they are watching us. They are watching us like a hawk. Like, I know that my kid is going to buy this game, or I'm going to buy it. I know he's excited and he's taking ownership. Why is this guy talking to me? I already know his name. God, my pictures look so fake. Hello, like this. I swear, this guy. I can't. This is the red box guy. You, you can call me Mia because that's the name I'm using. I don't. Okay. I swear. This guy speaks. Is this the guy that speaks French? Doesn't speak. He's the other ethnicity. He speaks French. Oh, I guess he speaks English. My God, your pictures. I don't even know if you have hair. Okay, this guy's younger than me. Oh, wait, did he add a picture? Let me see. I can't stretch it. This guy looks older than 39, first of all. He doesn't look my type, but not like, he doesn't look my type, but the thing is, people are interested in me. There's no reason this guy's not my type. It's just like this basic looking dude that the pictures are just like horrible. I think he added some pictures. Oh my God, he's got to be bald because he's hiding his head in all the pictures. He's definitely, he's got a picture of a car next to a Chevy. Why did you post a picture of yourself next to a Chevy wearing a hat and sunglasses? Because apparently I don't really care for American cars, okay? And it's like, this guy has to have no hair. I don't know his ethnicity, I can't tell. He could be Hispanic. Whatever. I'm so rude right now. I'm gonna log off. I'm so rude because I did these 5 things. So the 5 things that I think are a problem: my race and having had only dated like whites and or if they were mixed with Native American, which would be like very little, or they weren't like into that like they weren't like in reservations or anything like that. Like maybe their relatives were or their parents or whatever. I don't know. excuse me, the second one, so my race and the fact that I'm, what am I looking for? It sounds like people would say, oh, they like black women, they must be fetish, or they must be thinking that she's gonna have sex with him. The second one is people that don't know blacks personally, or they had a buddy who was from the hood that talked like this. That, like, those people would think, so people would think I'm fake because of how I act and or behave. I'm not acting. And we live in like this place where people get all ghetto, and their population is not even American, and they're getting all ghetto, copying these teenage guys who are probably copying some other form of media. It has nothing to do with what their parents taught them. And I can kind of, with my daughter growing up in this neighborhood, we can call it banter back and forth with some kind of learned behavior from non-American blacks that are mimicking media. When I went 35, 37 years of my life before I moved here, never being in such a ghetto slum. See, like, it's like I picked up, like, people think I have an accent, and I'm like, I don't have an accent. Like, I think what you're looking for is an accent, and I don't have that inner city accent, and I think that's what I think that's what your problem is you're looking for me to speak a certain way. And like at work a few times, they're like, oh my god, I can't understand a thing you're saying. I'm like, I am speaking clear English, and that makes me feel bad. But usually these people's phones are like going crazy. Like the worst ones where you have this guy's in a room ordering food, and there's like all these people in the background. If their dog starts barking or a baby starts crying, unless they start screaming at the kid, that is annoying, because it's like they have the phone right on my ear, and I have to hold it, and like, you just made me deaf, a couple decibels deaf than I was this morning when I woke up. So I forget what number I'm on. So phones, like, especially if you're on speaker, it's like if one person's talking, you can't talk at the same time kind of thing. So it's like if you have background noise, it's your phone thinks, like, keeps breaking up because it thinks you're thinking talking, and then everything I say is doing that. It's like in and out, because you have like and we have like handheld phones, but we have so much background noise, it's ridiculous. So it's lucky we can even hear anybody at all. The way that's set up is like you need to be in a freaking room with a soundproof like wall to actually have a conversation without screaming at each other. Like, it's really bad. Like, excuse me, what? Can you repeat yourself? What? I got the number. Oh, the address. Oh, the credit cards are wrong. Like, it's just like in my mind, it seems like common sense to not have that much noise next to a telephone. I don't know. Maybe that's why my business is not successful, because I think differently than successful people that seems to make something logical. They make it work. Okay, so one, race, and who I've dated in the past, which has not been by choice. It has not literally been by choice. It's been, usually I'm pretty open to wanting to be willing to date anybody. It's just the certain people that were willing to date me back. Those are the handful of dudes that I dated or hung out with. Number 3, I'm going to text my friend. I don't like talking to my friend because he's never there for me. I'm going to say hello, thanks. Number 3, so 1, who I am as a person, my demographic. 2, my education level. I guess I put that over here. Like the way that I am as a person. So parents grew up living in houses, or having parents work for multimillionaires or millionaires or super rich people or Jewish people, like whites. Like, they were working in the homes of the really rich. So they lived in this homes. My mom went to school. The kids with of the ultra rich in the 1940s and 50s. That's old money, probably, and that's a different type of uppityness that, like, I am really bad mannered. The way that I speak and talk and dress is really bad manners from what my mom taught me. I will not lie to you. Everything was super proper. Like, every single vowel, every single way you had your fork, every single this and that. And I felt so little that I started spelling my name with a lowercase m. And I was like, I'm not worthy of a capital, because all abuse. So you have someone being super proper, do this, do that, and then you have them beating you and telling you they're going to kill you. You're like, why should I listen to this fool? So I went away from, like, any grammatical, like, on writing. I would write stuff like all this, like, limerick. I don't know what a limerick, but, like, I'd write stuff for magazines and stuff that was really poorly, like, purposely poor grammar. Like, if I had just written it the way that I learned to write in school and from my mom, I probably would have been published in the 90s. But I purposely, so it's not that I was ignorant and unintelligent. I purposely made it kind of like, I was kind of like into alternative music too. So it was like alternative way to be, now with like text writing. The next thing is having come from abuse and fleeing abusive marriage. People would think that you're messed up, that you have mental problems. But the thing is, you didn't have mental problems because you had enough spirituality or strength or brains, intelligence, whatever it is, to get away from these people. And for me, you didn't know that they were abusive, and then they changed, like, after marriage, or your parents, you didn't know, were abusive because you only had one set of parents, and you weren't allowed to go to people's houses, so you didn't know that everyone wasn't treated poorly. You thought, like, for me, you thought that was normal, and you find out it's not normal, you flee. So it's like I had enough strength to get out of that and to avoid those situations. And why? Like, there was a Muslim that got raped, a Muslim girl, and the shame of the parents. How is she'll never be able to get married because she was raped. She's not a virgin. Like, the shame, like, in this neighborhood of, because somebody hurt you, now you're the shame. Now you're the one who's shamed. Now you're the one that people are going to throw rocks, stone to death, and that's what sucks is you're the one who survived. You're the victim, and you're going to press on, and there's extenuating circumstances that you grew strength. It's like that little girl from India or whatever she had her face demolished and beaten by those guys. I don't know if she was beaten. I don't know if she was raped, but then she's a Nobel Peace Prize winner or something. So it's like, that person did nothing wrong, but they were in the wrong place at the wrong time, and someone took advantage of that, and someone overpowered you, and you lived to tell about it, and now you're ashamed. So that's the hard thing about dudes saying they came from an abusive home, they came from abusive marriage. Like, I left the home as soon as I could. I left as a little kid. When I could be outside away from them, I got as far away on the property line as I could, literally. And I didn't even know I was doing that, but it felt safe to be away from them. As a married person, it switched. The abuse switch turned on big time the day I got married, the minute I got married. And we got married in Reno, so there was no one around. There was no party. There was no honeymoon. There was nothing. No reception. There was no one to talk to. And he was a monster. There could have been some red flags, but that type of behavior absolutely did not happen prior to the marriage. Like, if that happened prior to the marriage, it would have been no-go. My kids would not exist. Unless I would have just, like, hooked up with the guy and not married him. Like, sometimes when you're young, you go back and forth. Because, like I said, I wasn't taught the right example. So, it ends up, like, one, my race to the way that I speak and the way that I poorly carry myself compared to what my parents taught me, my mom especially. And 3, my education level is intimidating. 4, being perceived as being messed up because of what I did because of how I was abused. And then 4, I guess, or sorry, 5. Um, yeah, this guy, nice shoe with 2 O's meets. Who's this guy? 35-year-old hipster. It doesn't look like a hipster. Just some people that have glasses look like non-intentional hipsters. But then again, we apparently like the cities. Oh, hipsters. Not hipsters. Like, with your straw beds and your vegan diets and your hairy face. Or your hairy bodies is like women that don't shave. I don't remember what a 5 was. Okay, so then these 5, single mom, being divorced, I think that I had that together. Being black, not doing a lot of cosmetic faking. So if I was 20, my hair would be longer, thicker, all black. Like if I was 20, when I was living with 2 abusive people, my hair started gray at like 21, 22 anyways. And my hair is actually less gray than it was a few years ago. My skin wouldn't be so tired looking or so like chapped. Like my lips are always chapped. Like I have really bad allergic reactions being exposed to stuff, so it's showing my eyes. My eyes get bloodshot a lot. I'm just older, you know. The guy said I had flabby skin, so it's like I have flabby skin. I have scars. I have wrinkled forehead. I have like hair. I have like hair. I have like flappy arms, which is disgusting. I also gained and lost 90 something pounds or whatever, or 95. Yeah, like 95 pounds or whatever. Um, it's close to 100-pound loss, and I I don't have liposuction, tummy tucks, that freezy ice thing. I don't go to the gym. I don't have a trainer. I have diastasis from pregnancy and having to work with the kids around the house and do stuff because I had no help around the home at all, except for immediately after birth. Someone did a pile laundry and got me some food immediately after birth. So I don't have a body. When I was a kid, I was into martial arts. When I was older, but then younger, I was doing all the sports year round, except for 1 year. That's probably when I went to martial arts. So yeah, I don't have the 20-year-old body. I don't go to the gym. And my body is just the body of someone who sits a lot. And then when you work, you're working constantly, lifting, tucking things. And I was like a super health, not like exercise, not as a child. And I was doing like training stuff with people with autism, like exercising, stretching, doing calisthenics, doing swimming a lot of laps, all that stuff. But when I got in that, I was doing a lot of stuff around the house, a treadmill, the exercise bike, weightlifting. When I got in that car accident, my life changed so drastically that all that stuff was impossible. It was not possible for me to exercise. So that, like, if people say you have to exercise and be as fit as me and be able to do this and do this, I would have to say pass on the dating because I'm not exercising that much. But am I like super active? Like if a dude was like building roads and doing that jackhammer and like having to lift the stuff, put stuff in a truck and like do all this stuff and go home live on a farm, like carry these big bales of hay, boom. Like you could be like, oh, I'm not gonna date you because you don't exercise, but that guy's gonna be super buff. He's gonna be a dude, and depending on what he eats and when his testosterone level is gonna have a whole heck of a lot more muscle than me, and a whole lot, a bunch of other dudes that even work out daily, 6 days a week or whatever. I don't have a yoga body. Like I said, that car accident like changed my muscle to fat because I couldn't walk, and you lose muscle mass. It'd be like I was out in space. I had to end up with skin and fat instead of just skin, bone, and muscle. Um, so I don't remember the other five, the five of the why they probably wouldn't like me and why I perceived that they wouldn't like me. But it's a thing that the past 8 hours, it's like, it's the thing that I always, so I'm reading this book still. When the characters, when I'm reading about them right now, are super chunky. The thing that I'm thinking right now is the thing that I've been thinking. I need somebody special. I need someone patient. I need somebody who's not going to be afraid. Like, I need someone who can realize that I can be hanging out, having a good time, listening to music. I can tolerate being sober and not smoking and not smoking pot and not drinking, not doing caffeine. I can tolerate life and enjoy it fully without that stuff. And I think people would I don't know if I said that, but I think a lot of people would, that'd probably be like the last thing. That would be a shady thing, and to say that I'm in recovery because I had issues, they could be like, oh, this lady's a crackhead, who knows what her problem, like people instigate things, but I think the biggest thing is people would think that I was fake because my life is so, like, full, or they would think because I'm a Christian, I'm going to be a certain way, or they would think that I would be boring because I don't drink and smoke, or they would think, oh my God, this lady, what's the point of trying to go out with her a couple times because she's not going to have sex with me? Like, I think people would instigate it, and they would think she has too many jobs and she's too busy with her kids. So they would just delete me. They wouldn't really say, hey, you want to hang out today or something? You know what I mean? They wouldn't, like, it's Sunday afternoon already. The weekend's already over. I had a 3-day weekend. Did I go out with any of these dudes? No. But the prayer is, I need somebody who can deal with me, tolerate me, be patient with me, and give me a chance. Like, the first thing is give me a chance. And my standards are pretty low right now. Not because of desperation. And part of it is because I'm trying to give people a chance. But some of these people that I lower my standards, there are some things that they've said or done that I'm like, you gotta nudge that standard up a little. Honey, you better nudge that standard up a little bit more. And I know I am probably one of the farthest from perfect people on the planet. I know that. So there's 5 of these that I perceive that people would see me. Also gives me a chance to deal with people, because a lot of people are automatically blocking me because of these 5 things, what they see judging a book by a cover, and then the things that I project. I don't have to advertise myself as a broken lemon card. Like, I have to advertise myself as I'm real, and I have had ups and downs in life, and maybe you have too, maybe you haven't. And it's like organic, it's like fluid. One of my teachers was like, I don't know what it is about this college. He's a chiropractor, he's teaching nutrition, teaching other stuff, chiropractic class. Like, I don't know what it is about this class, but you guys are always eating this school. He was like, you guys are like an organism, like always eating. It's like, well, and people would complain about health, about nibbling all day. People would call me a grazer because I just nibbled all day. It's like, part of it's because you're poor and you're like, dude, I only need like 20 calories to get me to the next 3 hours. Like, why eat a big meal when I can't afford to eat all the food the rest of the day? Like, I'd rather nibble on a handful of something and eat my banana. I'll take like 16 hours sometimes to eat a whole banana right now. And the same with like a cup of tea. Like, I'm not, like, lemonade tastes super good, so I drink a lot of it. But that's where I am right now. This guy with the red box, I don't know. I don't know these people. I have to give it a chance. But I gotta be careful of the scammers that are, I have nothing against immigrants and foreigners and people with sexy accents and different cultures. But some of the people, I think, would be trying to target American women to get cash. And money, so I had to be careful of this one because the grammar is really bad. Excuse me. Let's read the message together, and then I'm gonna watch Star Wars and see if my kid needs a ride home. But what I pray about is tolerate me sounded so harsh, but it's just like that organic, like let's be real and true. Like, who cares about my past? Who cares if my dad lived through segregation? Like, do you think like this guy's asking me if I have any plans? Not really. Just waiting to see if my kid needs a ride in a bit. How about you? Okay. This guy's grammar is super bad, guys. It's kind of shady. Alright, so this guy he's in the couch, covering, or he's in the bed, wearing a button-up shirt, covering up his forehead. So this person is an atheist, and I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, if they see Christian, they would probably freak the heck out. Oh, is this guy's Instagram? Did I not ever scroll down? Oh, this guy has pictures of planets and that's like exciting to me. This guy looks like he wouldn't like me back. I'm gonna push like. Oh shoot! I forgot to look at his pictures. Let's do it. Let's do this, guys. I shouldn't judge a book by the cover. But this guy is like really smart. I never advertised what my career and my. Oh, he's got a Siamese cat. He's got like all these mathematical problems on his chalkboard. Like, well, this is not the U.S. It's like it looks like France. French. This is not the U.S. This guy looks like a major geek. Okay, he has a picture of him nude. Oh wait, he's not nude. He's half nude in an apartment. Anyway, this guy's too fancy for me. Oh my god, this guy's way too fancy. Oh, we're not supposed to be making that video this long anymore. Why is the message thing up? I didn't put the message thing up. Before you send, does it have typos? This person must have been, okay, so let's log out and turn the video off and watch the movie. See, it's like, there we go again with the cat and mouse and the cheese. It's like this other guy is shady, had really bad pictures, put a picture of him, again, hiding under sunglasses and a hat. And now that's the only person to talk to me right now, and I'm like, sitting there complaining about not going out with anyone, and now somebody's trying to see if I have plans this afternoon. What I was going to do is wash my hair, moisturize, sit back, rest up a little bit, and then put makeup on and be like pull out some clothes and be like, I'm down for going out to hang out today. I'm down. And what I wish I had, besides trying to like date strangers, that I'm like, am I going to sit there like, oh my god, why did I agree to this? They could easily, I'm sure more people would say that to me than I would to them. Those dudes are dudes, and some of them can be a lot more simple than some females, and I'm just like, I'm not a complicated person, really, I know that. I'm like, dude, like, sometimes I just wish I had friends that were like women, so that I could just relax and know that they were like already my friends. So I'm gonna go through with my praying about somebody patient, somebody safe, somebody that could handle who I am. And I'm gonna, like, wish I could put, like, a clip right in my hair. Like, I don't know, I'm scared of my hair just getting ripped out. You know, people put clips in the back of the head? Like these kind? I kind of wish I could just, like, do that once in a while. I'm gonna ask my friend if he could talk. I'm in a chatty mood right now. Anyways, the other guys, I think I scared them all away. So it's like, it's better to know now. But, I said I was gonna put makeup on. I don't really have clothes to wear, but, like, throw down some clothes and just, like, be willing to go meet some stranger somewhere, whether it's, like, even just freaking McDonald's or something like that. Like, anywhere public. Like, it's not about the atmosphere to me right now. It's about who I'm meeting. And the truth is, you never know. I don't have a crystal ball. There's a psychic reader down there. It's just charged a $10 special today. I was like, I should go in there. The thing is, for me, it's not like a crystal ball. It's like, you don't know, someone you think is super shady that you want to, like, delete ends up being, like, a long-term partner. You don't know. Like, you don't know if someone that's, like, super cute that deletes you and you're scared is, like, some kind of, like sociopath looking to hurt somebody. You don't know. You don't know. And obviously I've deleted people and they've deleted me. And neither of us have actually given each other a chance in real life. So that's where that is. I didn't delete the accounts. I told myself after I deleted a bunch of people that I liked, I'm like, why are you pushing away people you don't like? You had a feeling, something, something, something. I said, just, like, wait on it. Like, wait a few more days before you do something major, unless you feel there's a danger. Like, if there's a danger or you feel like you're about to be played, then obviously, like, shut stuff down or hide stuff.